Alright. Okay. Are we live? Okay. I am never gonna do the anyway. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's try again. Yeah? Let's try again. Let's try again, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Just making sure we're live this time. Alright. I'm gonna wait for a little bit before we actually start for the people over at YouTube for videos. So we're gonna basically just hang out here, do a little bit of racing, a little bit of management of Kick Sauber. I'm probably gonna do about 2 or 3 races, not sure though, but we'll see. Alright, I'm gonna start the intro for the YouTube video right quick. I'm gonna do it in 3, 2, 1, and hello everyone, my name is B-rad and welcome back. Today we're going to be racing here at Canada for the Canadian Grand Prix at Montreal for the 9th race of the season. Last time we did Monaco, things went pretty good. We actually got something that we thought was never possible this entire season. And that was our very first podium. As you can see, Lando Norris won the Grand Prix. Leclerc ended up getting the fast lap. And we ended up getting our very first podium. Joe is 10th place now in the championship. Higher than he's ever been. And Valtteri Bottas is now P7 in the Drivers' Championship. And Valtteri just got his first podium since 2021. That is how long it's been since Valtteri Bottas was on the podium for any racing. Really, any race in F1 since 2021. Valtteri Bottas has never seen the podium since. And we're about to go race at Canada off of that success. Unfortunately, I think things might get a little frustrating for some. But we have a problem. Our car didn't really do the best when it comes to inspection. Our worst nightmares did come true with the side pods. One of our suspensions did get saved, but we're gonna have to add 2 side pods to that list, or maybe technically 1, but yeah. So 2 side pods. Both of our side pods our side pod for both cars failed inspection. Our suspension from our second car failed, and the front wing on our main car failed. So yeah. We also got Frederick Vesti scouted, as well as Pato Ward. And taking a look at all the parts, there's the front wing, and as you can see, we can't really so we have to rely on, well, we're just going to have to work with what we have as far as side pods, because both of them failed. So, yeah. Apparently the side pods we have are already on medium risk, so that's not good. So take a look here at the side pods. We're going to have to increase our budget to another side pod. Probably, yeah, we'll just do an extra side pod. Suspension, we'll do an extra as well. So there was that as well. We're about to get another underfloor. So, the next time we'll get to have the opportunity to maybe manufacture anything is after the underfloor gets done, which is coming in 17 days, which is going to be coming in, which is going to come in 17 days. So 7, 14, and here's the underfloor. So we'll basically manufacture either a chassis or front wing. I think I'm probably going to do chassis because it's likely to fail after Spain, most likely. Even this race, most likely at Canada. And we also, you just never know. So we'll probably do the wings first, and then we'll probably, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. It's just a big mess. So we'll just have to wait and see. So the underfloor will come right in right before the Spanish Grand Prix. So we'll probably do the chassis right then and there on the spot, I think. And then obviously we're gonna have to do some other things, I would imagine. But either way, we got the front wing that is going to be done for research in about 3 days. We don't really have much else to do really, but let's just roll. Let's roll out what we have. Requires response in our inbox. Let's see what it is. CFD simulator shuts down. I wish I didn't have a certain technical issue earlier. I will not say what. So it looks like our factory is our CFD sim is gonna be absolutely destroyed. We're gonna have to shut down for 9 days. I don't know if that'll be the possibility of shutting down our research or not. I hope not, but we'll see. Front wing just came in. I think it'll probably be just not a design. Whoops, research. The thing we'll do here is going to be the underfloor here. That's going to be the thing we'll do for research. Keep researching the underfloor. And then we're going to get that up and running. And now we have $300,000 left. And here is the side pods. Out of the... Pretty much done researching that. Taking a look at our front wing for the regulation period, it doesn't seem like it did anything. Huh. What about the rear wing? Nothing. But here's the underfloor. So, yeah, we got some stuff to make up in the underfloor. And we're just going to keep trucking here. And now we have some cash. We're going to go ahead and research. But before I do that, I kind of want to... I think the underfloor is what I wanted, but... I kind of want to see what a particular upgrade would do. Oh, this ain't going to be good. This. I wonder what would happen if we took this and maybe took into consideration... Or take in consideration that we could possibly make this lighter. It work. I mean, it would work to upgrade. But I don't know how effective that'll be. I mean, it's only going to get us a position in the high-speed department. But it's not going to really do us a whole lot of good. Yeah, it's not going to do us any good at this point in time. Research, and then we'll go to... Let's do suspension. We kind of need to do suspension as well for the regulation changes. So we'll go ahead and get that going and up and running. So now we need to do the pit schedule training. Alright. So now we're just going to be kind of managing the pit crew here. So there we go. So we're still at Weary here. So there we go. Possibly our fatigue is going to be bad going into Silverstone, because we do have a back-to-back week after Silverstone, but plenty of our staff is enthusiastic and positive. which is good. We love that. We love that energy here at this team. So take a look at the main Formula 1. I never really take a look at this really. Apparently Alpine made an upgrade in the design center. Apparently, interesting. And then the team principal for Alpine said that Bruno Pham said for the design center upgrade is a crucial element of any team operations, and this investment and ours will certainly pay off on track soon. The hope is that this will help turn around a season that isn't quite going our way. And then Williams, has not had the greatest season so far. But they have pretty much said that no one can deny that it's been tough. We are below where we expected to be. There's no sense pointing fingers as to why. We just have to pull together as a team and try to turn it around. They're currently 9th in the Constructors' Championship with Albon. Albon, obviously 16th. Sargent, 19th in the championship. Albon is doing the best they can with what they have. And then James Vowles goes on to say that then there's Logan Sargent, who's almost at the same level as well. We won't be finishing the championship at the bottom of the grid. So Williams is kind of getting desperate here to not finish last in the constructors, because Alpine and Williams, they're in the last 2 spots on the grid. So that Williams is going to start hopefully getting better cars. Speaking of Williams, let's see what their car is. They're not doing that well. Apparently we have turned around our car right away, so we'll see how everyone else does here. But now we're going to turn it back to us here. We're going to go ahead and keep going. Keep on trucking. Yeah, keep going. Alright, our chassis research is done. Very good. Let's see. I think we'll just do another chassis research. Kind of do that, yeah. Keep saving money here, because I kind of want to get another factory upgrade when given the opportunity. So we're gonna go ahead and keep going here, right before the Canadian Grand Prix. We got another response that is needed, and safety concerns. No structural damage. Very good. We'll go ahead and put this side pod on bolt tests. And we'll go and put the suspension parts on. I don't know if we should probably, I don't know. If you want to, hang on. Before I go any further into this episode, I just want to say if you're enjoying my content so far and you're watching me for the very first time on YouTube, I really appreciate it if you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content like this. And obviously hit the notification bell so you don't miss another video from me, as I do upload every day. And I also have a Twitch, TikTok, and Instagram that are also down below, using the username down in the YouTube description. With that, let's keep going. So, potentially, we might need to consider, we might have to consider, you, kind of bringing the side pod, to the grid, pretty much. So 8th is where we'll be with this underfloor, okay, or without the side pod. So we'll be 4th quickest, but towards the end of that sector. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the warehouse, go to the side pods. I think we're just gonna save the ones we have right now, or save the ones that are being manufactured. Just wait till they come in, basically. And if we have to move, to the new side pods, then we will. So, yeah. So we are going to suffer with a little worse car this time around. Going into the Grand Prix, it's not going to be great. Our GR spec is not going to be good. It's not going to be great all the way around. So we're coming into this race kind of a little saddened, a little kind of hurt a little bit in terms of performance, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. We're just gonna have to keep going. We're just gonna have to get to the end. That's all we gotta do. With that, we're gonna go ahead and go race at Canada. P16 for Valtteri for his target. And for Joe Guan Yu, the exact same thing will happen. So we're kind of in the middle of 4th and 5th best car going into this weekend. So kind of still points worthy going into Canada. So it's going to be cloudy on Friday. Then it's going to be heavy rain Saturday. And then we have light rain on Sunday, which is the Grand Prix. So it's going to be interesting with the rain that we have before this race. So we'll see how everything goes. Also, for today's setup, this is what we're going to be rolling off at the start of FP1. We're also going to be rocking the hard tires at the start. And as usual, we'll go to the mediums, and then in FP2 we'll do the mediums, and then go right to softs. So we're going to go ahead and prepare our drivers for FP1. So we're going to go ahead and get ready now for FP1 for the first practice session of the weekend.
Green light.
So good so far for our team at the moment.
Radio check. Loud and clear.
Alright. So hopefully we get a decent result here at Canada. Canada is known for its insane races, so we'll see how everything goes here at Canada.
Still the same.
The tires are on the cold side.
How's the tire temperature?
Tires are the cold side.
Oh, what the... So the gearbox on both Joe's car and Valtteri, they have a chance of the car blowing up because of the gearbox, of how, basically how worn out the gearbox is. So after so much wear, the gearbox is going to basically give at that point. So hopefully we don't see them crash or anything by any means. Alright.
How was the balance?
Car was good. Thanks, guys.
Copy, copy.
So we're going to go ahead and pit Valtteri.
Tires are the cold side. Try to put a bit more temperature.
Alright. So then, we're going to take a look at the setup. So Valtteri, he thought the straights and oversteer were at optimal, while braking and traction were at good, cornering being great. So I think we're going to lower this, and then we're going to come over here and do that, and lower this a little bit. So this will be Valtteri's new setup for his second run. We're going to flip over to the softs. So hards are a tire, I don't know if they really are the tire to bring for the main race, but I guess if it's like the only tire you have, then go for it, I think. So for Joe, cornering optimal, oversteer is at great, so is straight, braking stability, and traction are at good. So we're going to move this up a little bit, lower this, and then this as well. So this is what Joe will be working with in his second stint on the softs. So Valtteri is pretty much almost ready. And now he's out on his second stint on the softs. Alright. Alright. So I'm going to be switching through back and forth to see if their engine completely collapses here. So, yeah. The car is absolute junky. Junky.
Okay, question.
Alright. So Valtteri
Copy that, copy.
thinks his setup is good to go. So 100% for Valtteri Bottas. So we'll just keep him out on track for the rest of the session, if possible, that is. And let's see about Joe when he's ready. Can we get a back-to-back 100% setups?
Feeling quite
No, the
free.
answer will be a negative. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so not bad improvement. Not bad improvement. Oversteer was good. Braking stability, cornering optimal. Then you have traction and straights that are the same as before. So let's see. We'll lower this, I think, to help with the oversteer. Lower this to help with the traction. As well as to keep the braking stability and cornering a little bit closer. Up this a bit. And then up that just a little bit more to get the cornering and braking stability to stay the same. So that should be it for him, but it's a possibility that it's not. So we're gonna flip him onto the hards. Bottas still on track. He's actually heading to the garage now. And here is his 100% setup. So he's done for the weekend as far as prepping for his setup. Joe will be able to pull up right before the end of the session. Valtteri has 20% on his gearbox, while Joe, I believe, has 22% on his gearbox, and engine 32 for Valtteri, 33 for Joe. The RS about the same.
That's the checkered flag.
Alright, so that is FP1. As you can see, Lando Norris was quickest in FP1 at Canada. And obviously, the last two cars on the grid. And now we're going to roll into FP2 with the same task in mind. We're going to go ahead and do the normal procedure of 20 laps, run plan, and then pace mode at conserve, fuel usage at conserve, and then harvest on the ERS. And we're going to go ahead and manage FP2.
And that should be the green
Let's go.
light now.
Now let's go ahead and keep going. Oh. Major gearbox wear. So now it's at 20% for Valtteri. So it's going to be really bad if that gearbox destroys at this point in time. Oops, optimal. Joe is optimal, 100%. He is done for the weekend. And now we will have to just move on to Spain for the Spanish Grand Prix for their setups. Very good. Very, very, very good. Very, very, very good. Very good.
Copy.
Gearbox major wear for Joe's car. Leclerc is fastest in FP2 at the moment, with Verstappen and Norris being really close to him. Or that was Perez. Well, there's Perez now, if he was not there before. But it's Leclerc, Perez, and Verstappen in the top three for the quick. Alright, well, I'll just not say a word then. Alonso now has a mechanical fault.
Oh dear, that's not what they need right now.
Not good for Fernando Alonso. There we are with Joe's setup. He's done for the weekend. And we're going to go ahead. Good, send them both out at the same time. And we'll be seeing them after the session. Oh, wait. We'll see. I don't know. What is their best lap? Can I see their best lap? No. Well, I guess you can have an idea of like the leader gap, but whew. Alright. Alright. $18% for Valtteri is gearbox, 19 for Joe. Yeah, we're getting close to the end here of the session. It looks like both of our drivers are back in the garage. We'll get them right back out as soon as possible. I don't think they'll be able to get to the start finish line in time. But we'll see. Nope, they made it in time to make a whole lap here at Canada. There we go. Very good. Carlos Sainz was the quickest in FP2. With Leclerc and Verstappen joining him. And there it is, last 2 cars on the grid. And we're officially 100% for the race weekend. And heavy rain, obviously, for Saturday. We'll go ahead and simulate FP3. As we are now getting ready for qualifying.
There's tension in the air.
Alright. Now, let's go qualifying here at China. No. Why am I trying to say China when it's actually Canada? So we're putting on fresh components for our drivers. So it looks like we will be simulating qualifying here for most of Saturday here. Because of the fact that it's raining here. We'll go ahead and go. I hit manage. What am I doing? I said that I was going to simulate Q1 or qualifying. So, yeah, we'll see. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and simulate. And let's see if it's dry. Nope. Still not dry. Apparently we were P1. We were first and last to make it in for Q2. Excuse me, Valtteri? What kind of man are you? Oh, Joe did not do good in his lap. That's not very good. Let's see what happens in Q2. Does Joe advance? No, he was just short. So Valtteri does make it to Q3 in P4. And let's see what happens in Q3. See where Valtteri will start.
70 laps of the Canadian Grand Prix await our drivers here in Montreal.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take a look. So 9th and 11th is where our drivers start. So here's, so Perez is pole. 9th and 11th is where we start for today's race. So obviously here is the laps that everybody did in qualifying. So it's going to be light rain here in the race. I think mediums are the way to go. I think we'll just conserve or go light right before we jump into pit road. And it looks like to be inters are the way to go here at Canada. So we're going to go ahead and just do a light and then a push for the Grand Prix. We obviously are going to conserve fuel here for most of the race. Conserve on fuel till the end of the Grand Prix. And we're going to go ahead and save. There we go. So it looks like it could rain. I think it will rain probably around 20. I think it will be damp about 25. So I don't know. We'll see. Once we have like the 4-minute before the rain, we'll probably just push the tires.
Sauber's driver, focused on the race ahead.
They've done well to secure a P9 start, and they'll be keen to convert that into some points.
But there's no more time left. We've got a race on our hands. The drivers are ready and raring to go. It's the Canadian Grand Prix.
How about that, an RB?
And it's lights
In the
out,
4th
and
spot
away
of
we
Yuki
go.
Tsunoda. And lights out and away we go. The Mercedes did not have a good qualifier. But we're underway. And a lot of guys are on the soft tires and hards. A lot of them are running softs. Joe goes down all the way to 13th, 12th or 13th. Bottas and Joe, I think, had the fastest lap. Joe has it now. has the fast lap of the Grand Prix. I think we should probably just go for fast lap now, I think,
Close
for
the gap.
Valtteri here. Just so that we can have that fastest lap. Doesn't quite look like we're going to get it. But I think Joe might keep it. It's not likely he'll keep it, but he might. Depending on how quick these 20 laps go by, we might see rain pretty early on. So we're going to be pushing our inners pretty early. So Valtteri's on that 9-car train and oh. Really? Is he out?
Okay, that's a safety car. Mode charge. Follow your delta.
Really? Really?
You've done a good job on your brakes and tires.
Really? Really? Who even hit him? I think it was Stroll. Well, that's reset number 1. That'll be reset number 1 of the Grand Prix.
Well then, it's not long until we get started here, and we should be in for a tightly contested race. Our attention shifts to Lewis Hamilton and what he can produce in this race.
Sure, they'll be chasing the points, but from P16, they've got their work cut out.
So let's see what today has in store, shall we? This is it. We're moments away now at the Canadian Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go.
Alright, here we go. We're going to go ahead and push Valtteri here and Joe on the lap. Go ahead and give them a fighting chance here. We're going to allow Joe to push ERS again this lap. Valtteri has a fast lap this time around. So it looks like Verstappen is running a similar strategy we are. Be on board with Joe.
Watch for debris.
Let's see what happened. Multiple cars crashed. Russell and Ricardo. Oh.
And not much that the team can do about that one.
So Russell falls down the 20th. I think he's got front wing damage. Ricardo gets a 5-second penalty for causing that collision. And it looks like Sargent has a fault on his Williams. And so does Albon. So let's take a look at their car. It's a gearbox for Albon and an engine issue for Sargent. Bottas improves fast lap. Oh.
Copy.
I accidentally used all of his overtake there. Or all of his ERS. So it's going to be around lap 21 or 22 when we'll see that 4 minute to rain.
Now is that the Williams involved?
And Sargent crashed. He had a mechanical fault in his engine.
There's a car off 2-1.
More like he's spinning around. No damage to the Williams from what I saw. Valtteri. Oh, there it is. Now we're just going to push our tires. Now we got to push. Because rain's coming. Rain is officially starting. Gotta make these overtakes now before we come down pit road. Rain isn't really coming in all that fast, so we could still make some overtakes before we pit. So now I think it's, time. Yep, now it's going to be time. We're starting to see people going inners. Let's go ahead and give the go-ahead on the tires. I think we're going to conserve, though, when they come out. On board with Joe here. Or actually, we'll go on board with Valtteri, the guy who got fastest lap for the team. So they're about 8 seconds apart from each other. 2.8. They were waiting for some of the cars to get by. They kind of just screwed Valtteri there. And the same is going to happen for Joe. We have to wait on cars. Which that will hurt us more. So we're down to P6 and P11, P10 possibly from that.
Try to go down as much as possible.
We're going to be basically playing the game of when the tires get cold, we'll push them, and then, you know, we'll just go ahead and push both now. It's going to be a lot of pushing and then conserving for both of the cars, so we'll see how it goes there. And Hulkenberg locked up. Turn 10. Joe's going to go and do the push, and same with Valtteri here. See if we can make any serious gains here. We're going to conserve for Joe. Conserve now for Valtteri. This is going to kind of help us save a little bit more tire if we need it in the long run here. Joe's going to push his tire again. And once he gets to the corner, there we go. And there's that. And we'll go ahead and push him. Alright, conserve for Valtteri. He's in that battle for fourth with Perez and Leclerc, but possibly could even go for the lead if given the opportunity here.
We no longer need any liftoff for fuel. Copy.
Now we're good on the fuel side. The goal here is to not burn the tires. That's kind of the main goal here, so that we don't burn our tires. as quickly. And push, push. So we're giving it our shot here. Give it all of it, basically. And we're going to go ahead and do Valtteri the same. And there we go. We're going to cool his engine down. It's going to be P5 for Valtteri at the moment in time. P9 as well for Joe. Trying to burn some fuel. And when we're burning fuel, we have to make sure we don't overcook the engine as well. So it's a constant balance act of not overcooking the engine. Oh, so it looks like Joe has a mechanical fault with ERS late in the race. So now at this point in the Grand Prix, it doesn't matter what we do. So we're kind of just in that point of the race where it doesn't really matter all that much. DRS is on. Last lap of the Grand Prix, we could have a chance at scoring a 4th place finish after getting our first podium in Monaco. Canada, here in Canada, could have a shot at getting P4. We do. Just gonna hit Oscar Piastri. We have DRS. We're not gonna have a shot at getting P3, but it could be Carlos Sainz coming to the checkered flag as the winner of today's race. A little while ago, he was in the need of getting points and wins to get in contention. Well, there's a race win for Carlos Sainz and Ferrari here today. Verstappen and Charles Leclerc will join him on the podium, and Valtteri Bottas for the first time will get fastest lap and keep it at the very end of the Grand Prix. Oscar 5th, Perez 6th, and here comes Alonso to get 8th. Hamilton, after a rough day from P16, he's going to come home to finish P8 here at Canada. And here's Joe Guanyu to go 9th here at Canada, and Yuki Tsunoda is going to get the last point here at Canada. And that will be that for the Canadian Grand Prix. Very good stuff. Lando Norris out of the Grand Prix. I'm pretty sure it was like a mechanical failure, I think.
From the Sauber driver.
I tell you what, they had to work hard for those points today. What a phenomenal achievement that is.
The team has been waiting patiently there, and you can see.
Man, I'm telling you, if we had that side pod on, it would have been a win. It could have been a podium.
And with that, the Sainz
Potential race win, but we have to save our resources.
What an excellent way to take a second win of the season with a composed performance today.
Very good race for the Spanish driver. Very good. Carlos Sainz could be back in the championship fight between himself, his teammate Verstappen, and Lando Norris as well.
No doubt they'll be pleased. Both drivers really delivered, and what's more, there were lots of positives to be taken away from the race.
Just getting points. Points. Points is the game, man.
Formula One will be back to Europe for the next round, on the shores of the Mediterranean, with some heated competition to look forward to in Spain.
And there we are after the Canadian Grand Prix. Very good race for us as well. We got 5 spots from Valtteri. Moved up from 9th to 4th at the end of the Grand Prix. Joe Guanyu finishes 9th to end the day. Carlos Sainz wins the Grand Prix with Verstappen and Leclerc to join him on the podium. Valtteri Bottas, for the first time this season, will get fastest lap and will get the point for it. Oscar Piastri, 5th, Perez, Alonso, Hamilton, Joe Guan Yu, who comes home 9th, and then you have Sonoda, who rounds out the points. Hometown hero Lance Stroll comes home P11, and Lando Norris out of the Grand Prix. And here is the Drivers' Championship after the Canadian Grand Prix. Lando Norris is still in contention, but it is clear as though that he did take a dent in the championship. So Carlos Sainz, I think, with this race win, just submitted himself back into the championship fight. Alonso and Hamilton in their tie here after Canada, with Alonso getting P8 in the Drivers' Championship, with Hamilton, who is at the moment P9 in the Drivers' Championship. Then we have Joe at 10th. Then we have Russell, who's 11th. And only still 14 drivers have scored a point this season so far. And take a look now at the Constructors. Ferrari finally take the lead of the Constructors' Championship for a long time now. They have been pretty close with Red Bull and McLaren. Now they pretty much take the championship lead for the Constructors. And obviously, 7 teams have scored at least a point this season. Haas, Williams, and Alpine have yet to score this season, and obviously we still have yet to get a DHL point here for the pit stop challenge, and we don't get a point here as well. And RB finally jumps ahead of Alpine, who has won the fastest pit stop challenge this season. So has Red Bull with 3 times, McLaren with 4. Ferrari has won fast pit stop this season. And here is our pretty much the report after the race for the crews after the Grand Prix. Not the way we wanted it. I think if we didn't have to wait on drivers, we would have probably competed for the podium. But other than that, 3rd, 4th place, pretty good. 4th, 9th as well for Joe, so pretty good. $1 million we bring home after today's race. Again, pretty good stuff for the team financially, and our driver has gone up a rating. Very good. So we'll go ahead and save all the files. So there's our driver up a rating. Again, there is so there it is. We're getting ready now for the Spanish Grand Prix. But with that, I'm going to end it here before we go right into the Spanish Grand Prix. With that, if you enjoyed this episode, I really appreciate it. If you're new around here, I really appreciate it if you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content. If you want more content like this, also hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single video from me, as I do upload every day, whether that's F1, NASCAR, Call of Duty, or whatever it may be. I have been doing F1 Manager lately, but after the halfway point of the season, I might go back to NASCAR or maybe do another series on COD, but who knows. But with that, I'm gonna end it here. Going into the Spanish Grand Prix, heading into the Spanish Grand Prix. Pretty much done with the Canadian Grand Prix. And with that is it, my friends. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you guys when I see you guys. Peace out, everybody. Ciao.